the last video, we talked about the enemies of your career, and ultimately that is your psychology, which can restrict your visibility. Now in this video, we are going to talk about list of friends which will boost your career and ultimately your visibility. So let's see what those friends are. So here is the list of friends which will help you to bring your career to the next level and so your visibility. So starting with the first friend, which is excellence. In previous video, we talked about perfection, and perfection is your enemy, but excellence is your friend. So when I say excellence means you need to keep on doing same thing again and again. It could be 100 times, 1000 times. So when you perform the same task n number of times, you achieve the excellence into that task. So remember, excellence is your one of the friend. So your next friend is vulnerability. So when I say you need to be more vulnerable, means you need to be more authenticate in your act. So when you are more authenticate, you are very easy to connect with the people. At the same time, you expose yourself, but that's way you can grow yourself in your career, right? So be vulnerable. Now coming to the third friend, which is mistake. So I know most of you are frightened to do mistake, but believe me, mistake is one of the way by which you can grow, because unless and until you do the mistake, you will not come to know about that particular entity, right? So doing mistake is another good thing which you can do with your career. So take the recent example where Chandrayaan mission was failed last year. They learn from those mistakes and they launch Chandrayaan again. So that's how the learning happens via mistake. So learn from your mistake. You no need to worry about it. And again, there is another thing which is very important when it comes to the mistake. You need to accept your mistake and ready for the feedback from people. So again, it could be positive or negative feedback, but you need to be prepared to take that feedback and learn from it. And be less hard on yourself during your mistake. Learn and forgive yourself first for that mistake. It is okay not to be okay and vulnerable for your mistake. So as I told you, being vulnerable is one of the part of your mistake. Celebrate your mistake. So when you do any mistake, so start celebrating your mistake, because it doesn't matter how stupid those mistakes are, but you are learning from that mistake. That is very important. No mistake, no failure, no learning. So the more mistake you do, you will be more successful. Okay, that is how the success goes. So success is actually series of failures. So that's all about mistake. Now moving on to the next friend, which is failure. Again, most of the people are avoiding the failure. As I told you, mistake is one of the friend. So similarly, failure is also one of your friend. So success is achieved by traveling series of failure. Embrace failure to achieve next step. Okay. So actually there is no failure. There is only learning. Now coming to the next friend is your self-esteem. So self-esteem means it is your good opinion about yourself, right? And it is about your value, respect, and belief. So that's how you mold your self-esteem. I can do this, I deserve this, and I'm going to do that. That confidence actually reflects your self-esteem. There are again various types of self-esteem. So the first one is overly high self-esteem. So again, it is superiority complex, which is also not good. Then there is a low self-esteem, which is inferiority complex. That is also not good. So what is right self-esteem is a healthy self-esteem, having an accurate and balanced self-view. So by having this healthy self-esteem, you know your self-worth in a right way. You have better self-confidence and you are resilient. So when I say resilient means you are ready to listen people, you are open for their suggestion. So that is all about healthy self-esteem. Your next friend is your nervousness. So when you do that first presentation, when you deliver your first speech from the stage, you will be nervous, right? So your nervousness shows that you are doing something. Okay, and there is another aspect to the nervousness also. So when you are nervous, you are uncomfortable to do that task, that act. You are nervous means you are attempting to break your pattern of comfort zone. Being nervous is a sign of progress. It is because of the nervousness people are great speaker in the world. So your nervousness plays very important role in defining your success. Your nervousness, your positive energy to take you to achieve next level in the performance of that act. So your nervousness indicate that you are trying to perform anything which is uncomfortable to you. When you recognize your nervousness, you remain in the present by recognizing that feeling. When you recognize and accept your nervousness, you place yourself in the present situation. That is another beauty about recognizing your nervousness. Love nervousness to break nervousness of performance. So when you start recognizing your nervousness, you actually dominate your nervousness. Okay, so make friendship with your nervousness. Now coming to the next part, that is self-image. There is a close relationship between self-esteem and self-image. Actually, self-image is one of the part of self-esteem. So when I say self-image means what you think about yourself. It is your mental, emotional perception about your physical appearance, abilities and characteristics. So there are various types of self-image. So the first one is positive self-image. So as part of the positive self-image, you feel comfortable about yourself, you are more confident, you feel good about your own progress. Okay, so whatever may be the situation, you start feeling good about yourself, right? That is what positive self-image. So coming to the negative self-image, you will be more conscious, your self-conscious increases in that case, and your dissatisfaction increases, you will be in a more complaining more, and you will have low self-confidence. So always go for the positive self-image and try to reduce negative self-image from your list. So that is all about your self-image. Now coming to the next friend, that is your self-confidence. So how you can increase your self-confidence? By gaining the knowledge. But remember, knowledge is important, but applied knowledge is more important. So apply that knowledge, whatever you gain, right? Then self-confidence increases by doing some preparation, achieving success, and by performance. So when you start performing the things, you will see more and more self-confidence. Now coming to the next thing, that is about gratitude. Most of the time it is said that we need to be visionary. So when I say visionary means you will be thinking about your future perspective, what you want to achieve, what are your goals. But at the same time, you need to appreciate what you have in the present. So acknowledge and appreciate everything which you have today in the current situation. So that is about gratitude. Now moving on to the next friend, that is growth mindset. So you can develop your growth mindset by having clarity, right? Clarity brings more focus. You need to work on your confidence. You need to work on your communication. It is not just how you represent or communicate things to other people, but more than that, how you communicate to yourself. Your self-talk is very important in this case. And the last one is connection. So again, in order to develop the growth mindset, you need to develop your network. Your network is your net worth. You need to collaborate with different people. Developing that teamwork attitude is again important as part of your growth mindset. Moving on to the next friend, that is spiritual mindset. So whenever I talk about spiritual mindset, I talk about three things. First one is your patience. You need to be very patientful while dealing with the people and while generating the expected result. Second thing, which is very important, which is your tolerant level. So many people are less tolerant nowadays. Even if somebody says small thing to them, they will easily get irritated, angry. So you need to improve your tolerance level. And the third one, which is very important, your peace of mind. So again, there are various ways by which you can improve your peace of mind. It is all about your body movement and physical activity. So the first one is physical activity, and you can achieve it by doing some exercise, walking, running, swimming, Zumba, cycling, and performing some yoga. Okay, so yoga is another way by which at least you can develop your patience and tolerance level. Then coming to the pranayam, meditation, focus and concentration, positive self-talk and toughness mindset, then laser focus concentration. Your listening skills are very important when it comes to peace of mind. So when you start taking genuine interest in the people and when you start listening to them, ultimately it's develop into your larger picture of peace of mind. Avoiding petty argument. This is again very important. Most of the time we engage ourselves in unnecessary arguments that disturbs our peace of mind. So avoid such kind of petty arguments. Accept people and situation as it is. So suppose if you are unable to change any person or situation, you need to accept them as it is and just leave them as it is, right? So that is one of the way by which you can achieve peace of mind. So that is all about spiritual mindset. Now coming to the networking. So that is again one of the best friend in order to achieve your career growth. So when I talk about networking means connect with the right people, associate in the right environment, and building your tribe of like-minded community. That is where I'm pointing as a networking. So networking means you don't need to go and connect with the n number of people. You need to identify that right set of people, develop that right environment, and develop your own tribe or community. That is what I mean by networking. And coming to the next important friend, that is your massive action. So once you identified your goal, task, then you need to take action in a result oriented fashion. Then your thinking also plays very important role while taking the action and defining your goal. So average thinking, average action, and big thinking results into the massive action. So always go for that larger and bigger picture in order to take that massive action. Now coming to the last in the list but very effective way to achieve the success and your visibility, that is persistence. So patience, dedication, and persistence are vital keys in your success. So you need to develop that persistent, even if you are not getting that visibility, suppose, even if you are not getting that necessary success, you need to be consistent and persistent on your path of success. Whatever you are doing, you need to trust yourself and keep on performing that task. So that is another friend you need to develop over the period of time. So it is action time now. So as part of the action, please see the attachment. You will find the self capability template. So as part of this action, you need to take that piece of paper. So you need to write down all your good opinion, whatever achievements you have done till now. So once you write down all these good opinions, you need to carry this paper with yourself, or you need to put that paper somewhere in your house or at your workplace. You will keep on watching it again and again, and you will keep on reminding about your capabilities. So the exercise is not about boasting, but about recognizing your true worth and potential. It is about embracing your achievements, problem solving skill, and praise you receive from your loved ones. Ultimately, it will help you to overcome your enemies, and it is also a beginning of your self-discovery. So please write down all these things before moving to the next video. Or even right now, you can put your 3 good qualities in the comment section before moving to the next video.